Hello, hello. Ooh. That was my straighteners. How is everybody today? I hope somebody's around, although I kind of don't, because I kind of want to get this kind of like out there, and I want to get it said, and I want to share this information. Oh, I've got 2 viewers after all. Hi Jodie, how are you? Hi Shan. Right, hi Chantal. Oh God, I wasn't expecting this many people to watch. Right, okay, taking back control. Okay, so we all know, or at least if you've been on Facebook and you've been my friend for a little while, you should know that we have breast cancer issues going on. Oh, thanks. Oh, morning, Jodie. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Tony. Hi, Carrie-Anne. Hi, Natalie. Right, okay. Let's just rewind. Okay, and let's talk about, or let me tell you about what's happened since surgery. Okay, really quick. It's only a quick summary to kind of explain where I'm going with this. Okay, so surgery came round. In fact, I'm going to go back a little bit further. Sorry. You might remember, if you've known me from the start of this journey, the one thing that I've said all the way through this is not going to define me. My life is going to be my life still. And I've made real big efforts to try and keep my life. Through chemo, I tried to work. Through, I've gone out on nights out. I've kept in touch with my friends. I've carried on with the unique makeup side of things. I've pushed and I've pushed and pushed all the way through chemo to get to that kind of like, just to keep life normal, because I didn't want, when you get your life to like a nice point and then something comes and smashes it, then the last thing you want is to actually come out of this thing that smashes it and find that your life's in pieces. Hi Lee, hi Ashley, hi Rachel. Yeah, so the last thing I ever wanted was to come out of this in 6 months, 8 months, a year's time and find that, my makeup thing had gone to pot, that my work had gone to pot, that my life had gone to pot, and that was the one thing I was absolutely so focused on. Anyway, so I've pushed and pushed and pushed all the way through chemo, and I've got to the point where, right, we're gonna do a mastectomy, single mastectomy, let's get it done. Oh, okay Lee, I will do. Let's get this single mastectomy done and let's try and get some kind of normality back. Oh, thanks Tony. Anyway, what's slowly happened since then, I think we're on about, now I had the surgery, I think it was the 14th of July, so we're heading on for kind of like 2 months after it. And from Facebook, I've pushed on through. I did Race for Life. We had a day where Claire shaved her hair for charity, and I was there all day, and I've pushed and pushed and pushed. And then as the weeks and days have gone along, recently, I seem to be going lower and lower and lower, and it's getting harder and harder and harder, and every day it's another day where it's harder. Okay, so why? So somebody said to me yesterday, you've stopped going live, why aren't you going live anymore? And I realised the reason I wasn't going live anymore is because I'm not right happy with myself at the moment. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing the after effects of it all. So yeah, okay, we've got to the point where there's no cancer in my body right now, okay? But I've killed loads of cells in my body with the chemo. I'm single-breasted. Hi Dad, joined just right on the right point there, didn't you? I'm single-breasted. My hair, my lovely long hair that I had a year ago has gone, and it was a mess underneath all those wigs and all that kind of stuff. And I look in this mirror and I look at myself and I think, oh. And since having my hair cut, I've really struggled with makeup because I felt like it's not me. It's not me, so how can I wear the makeup that I used to wear? And I've really struggled. And every day I get up and I go straight downstairs and I make a coffee, I drink a pint of water, let's be fair. I do like mindset work and I drink a pint of water and all that kind of stuff, and I see my husband off to work. Then I go back to bed and I sleep for another 2 hours, and then I get up. And at that point, I get up, I go downstairs, I wear pyjama bottoms. Well, I wear pyjamas. I literally do not get out of my pyjama bottoms and my hoodie day in, day out, okay? I eat crap day in, day out. We're talking bread, we're talking the amount of bread I've been eating, and I'm not a bread eater, and the amount of bread I've been eating, and I just float through the day, on and off sleeping, on and off not sleeping, Facebooking, bit of work when I open the laptop and I do a bit of work, and then I've got appointments here and there and this and that and here and there. And yesterday when this person said to me, why have you stopped going live? I thought, I know exactly why I've stopped going live. And while I'm positive and I'm upbeat and I'm strong, I am, until I look in the mirror, and then I look in the mirror and it all drops. So I'm looking right at myself right now, and hence that's why I've stopped going live. So something happened yesterday afternoon that kind of triggered me, and it kind of made me go, what the hell are you doing? The hell are you doing? What? It's time to take back control, and it's time to look at what you're doing that's not serving you. So this is kind of why I'm here, and I know I've kind of gone on a bit about my story, but that's just to explain it. But now that I've explained it, I can talk about what I want to talk about, and if it helps anybody out there, then, I really hope it does. But it's time to take back control. It's time to look at what I'm doing that isn't serving me. Is it serving me to sit in my pajamas all day? Seriously, no. It's sending me on a downward spiral. It's making me feel low. It's making me feel fed up. The amount of times on a morning that I get up and I'm like, woohoo, it's morning, let's put a nice positive post on Facebook, woohoo. And then as the day goes along, of being sat around in my pajamas, not seeing people, lazing around, not getting outside. By the time Matthew comes home from work, which has been long hours as well recently, it can be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night when Matthew's getting home, and he comes in and he's, how are you? Fed up. I'm fed up. And that is literally what he sees. He sees just this person who's just so fed up. And what do I do when I'm fed up? I drink wine. How is that helping my situation right now? Drinking 3 reasonably large glasses of wine every night. It's not helping. It's not helping. So you've got to look at what's going on and say, is this helping me? And if it's not helping you, you've got to do something about it, okay? So the weight that I am putting on, the weight that I've put on since that operation is insane, right? Do I notice it? No, because I'm sat in my pyjama bottoms every day. How would I know my waistline is expanding when I'm sat in pyjama bottoms, for God's sakes? As soon as I put my bloody jeans on, I flaming know, I tell you. And I'm not saying that I should be super woman, kind of like working out every day, and well, I do want to do that, but what I'm saying is I've got to look around and I've got to say, how is eating this much bread helping me? How is not eating fruit and veg helping me? How is eating tea at 9:30 at night helping me? There's all these things, so it's time to take back control now, okay? Do you know what I've done this morning? And I admit I've made a flipping mess of it, right? I've dyed my hair. I've used the dye that I used to use this time last year before breast cancer, because I want me back now, okay? So I've used the dye. So this is the hair colour that I always used to have. Yeah, okay. It's damn close to this hair colour, and I will probably still wear this wig because I blooming love this wig and I feel so glam when I've got this wig on. But you know what? I now feel a bit more like me. And you know what I did? I put on makeup, and I put on makeup that actually I used to wear when I had long hair, and it looks alright with my short hair, okay? So I've become me a bit more today. You know what else I've done? Shaved my legs. Okay? For 6 months, for months, I've not had to shave my legs. I've had chemo that has killed hair follicles, right? Okay, and my hair's grown back, but I'm out of the habit of it. So I've shaved my legs today. Have I made a mess of it? Yes. I've sliced into my skin all over the bloody place because I've not done it for ages and I'm out of practice, okay? But I've done it today and I've become myself. I'm sat in a work top and jeans today because I'm going to work. I'm not going to work, but when I go downstairs, I'm going to make myself some breakfast. It's going to be something healthy, and I'm going to have a coffee, and I'm going to open the laptop up, and I am going to work, okay? Now, this is where I take control back. This is where I'm going to stop being in that little spiral that I've been in over the last 8 weeks. Yes, I start radiotherapy possibly on Wednesday. I'm not sure about that. I'm still dealing with that in my head. Yes, I start radiotherapy on Wednesday, but should I go into radiotherapy feeling like me, or should I already go into radiotherapy feeling the lowest point that I've felt through this whole journey? Got to sort myself out. And if you are struggling with anything, you've got to look at it and you've got to ask yourself, what is serving you? What is helping you today? What is helping you to be you tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because what I'm doing is not helping me. What I did yesterday, which was basically sit and stare at a laptop for most of the day, trying to kind of like do something and then going back to bed and then sleeping, and I know I've had an operation and I know I've had breast cancer. I know you're all going to tell me to listen to my body, but I'm not even listening to my body, because the sleep that I'm getting is not quality sleep. The sleep that I'm getting is just absolute laziness, right? To be completely frank, I'm just laying there. I'm laying there half of the time on Facebook, half of the time dozing, half of the time doing this, but I am not having quality sleep. So how is that helping me? Do you see where I'm coming from? And I can't kind of like stress enough that you need to look at what you're doing and look at how it's helping you. You know, bread, grains, all that kind of stuff. Number one, I'm putting on weight like there's no tomorrow. Number two, my blood sugars must be like that, which is terrible for breast cancer, and it's terrible for general fitness. Yeah, I'm not drinking water. I have 1 pint of water on a morning, and then I am lucky if I have anything else to drink other than coffee. Maybe 2 coffees, because that's escalating, because as I'm getting lazier, it's making me feel tireder, so I'm drinking more caffeine. It's all this massive little cycle that's going on, and it's just making me feel lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. So today is where I get a grip, right? Today I have had quality sleep because I did it through a health scan. A body scan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's a meditation that you listen to for 10 minutes where you kind of relax all your body, but also you imagine, I know it sounds, you imagine a healing light coming into your body, and you fall asleep, and the difference of the sleep when I sleep after that to just lolling and falling asleep is so different, it's insane. Okay, so I do a body scan meditation, I fall asleep. That has been quality sleep this morning. Okay, instead of going downstairs making a coffee, lolling about and thinking, what shall I do, how am I gonna, what shall I do, what shall I, you know, what shall I eat, and chucking some toast in the toaster and all that kind of stuff, I've gone in the shower, you know, I've put my face on, and now I'm gonna go downstairs and start my day. And I know I'm later than everybody else, and that is okay, because I've had that quality sleep today. But tell you what, the way that I feel now at what, 10:30, compared to the way I felt yesterday at 10:30, we're talking complete opposite ends of the spectrum, because I've got a grip today, and I've decided I'm taking that control back. I said from day one this wasn't going to control me, and I've let it control me over the last few days, weeks, whatever, and it's not controlling me anymore. I'm getting a grip. I'm going to go down there, I'm going to make a nice healthy snack, and I'm going to have a coffee, okay? And then once I've done that, I'm going to work for an hour. I'm going to log on, I'm going to get in touch with my team leader and my boss and my work colleagues, and I am going to work for an hour, at least an hour, okay? Then I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for a walk, and I'm going to walk up to the petrol station up at the top, and if you know where I live, you know where I'm talking. I'm going to walk to that petrol station, and I'm going to grab a tin of tuna, and I know this sounds so stupid. I'm going to get a tin of tuna, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to have sweet potato, tuna and egg for my dinner. And I am going to get that fresh air, I'm going to get that exercise, and I bet my bottom dollar this afternoon, this evening, when Matthew comes home, I'm going to feel like a different person. Okay? Smiley. That's totally alright. Don't care what emojis I get, you can send anything you want. So all I'm saying is, look at your habits. Are they serving you? If they're not serving you, do something. Don't let the days pass you by. Don't let the days pass you by, because that's what you end up doing. And you look back and you go, It's been 8 weeks since my operation. Why am I still lolling about? And yes, I know my body's got to recover, and I know my body's got to rebuild itself, and all these cells that the chemo's broken down, and I know it's all got to come back. My nails are rotting, my fingernails are rotting from the underneath at the moment, and that's all the chemo. And that's fine, but I tell you what, how is that bread helping me to rebuild? It's not. Lean protein, some healthy carbs, and some fruit and veg, that's what's going to help, and good fats, that's what's going to help my body repair itself, not me lolling around drinking coffee and eating toast all day. God's sakes, Gail, get a grip. Anyway, that was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? I don't think I intended it to be a massive rant, but I've kind of got off on one. Oh God, maybe I don't need any coffee today, eh? Anyway, that's it, guys. That's all I was here to say. Was it is time for me to take control. It's time for you to take control. If you've got any issue, any habits that are not serving you, I run a little fit and accountable group, and there's people in there who are doing fitness and doing diets, and you know, the place is to hold people accountable, and none of us are being accountable. We're all just kind of like just lolling along and just kind of like not actually kind of like coming on there every day and saying, do you know what, I've done something today, I did the right thing today, I did the thing that's going to help me. Right, I'm gonna have to go because I'm proper on one. I need to go calm down. Right, guys, I think that's me done. I think I honestly don't think I can shout at myself or you anymore. So I'm gonna go. Prepare to see a lot more of me live again, because it's time to get a grip of my life again. And you know, I'm gonna be starting to do the makeup tutorials and stuff again, and just reappearing again. I know I've done the odd ones here and there, but it's not been like I want it to be, really. So thank you so much for watching. I don't think I watched your comments because I got too off on one, so I just kind of like ended up shouting at everybody instead of actually kind of like watching what you were talking to me about. So I will come back into the comments, but I want to kind of keep myself moving today, so I don't want to stop and just sit here for ages. I want to, you know, keep going. So when I've got downstairs and I've got my coffee and my healthy snack, I will come back and reply to you all, and thank you so much for, you know, for logging on and for listening to me, because this is what's going to hold me accountable, and this is what's going to make me stick to this. And you know, if you don't see a selfie of me when I'm walking up the street a bit later on, I want you all to shout at me. Okay. Right, take control. It's your lives, guys. Don't let it pass you by. Take control. What can you do to resolve the issue that you've got right now? Right, see you later. Bye.